Out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 8, read. You want this. Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there right off the bat. 57 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 23-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Watch the pass. Shit. Pilot, 64. Lead dribble.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Brings up third and 3.
Back to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
2nd and 14. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Harold Landry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Browns send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mixon will try to right side, and he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, exit.
58, boys, 58, Mike. Check tight, check tight, check tight.
And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Rip right, rip right.
2nd and 6. On the catch, it's Crowder. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the 1st down. Drive 1 they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
On 2nd down now, Benjamin. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Jalen Smith with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This one from 46 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game when the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us,
well, you went
and not have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Open man is Ross, complete. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after one on EA Sports.
Come on, fellas.
It's first and goal, a chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Go! 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Hey, Echo!
Second and 10. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Five.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Hey, wahoo!
58 to Mike. She runs. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. In for the score as they are now on the board here in the first half. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
And some space here. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Okay, ready?
15. Mike is a 15. Check Mike 15. Hey, let's go. Let's go.
Check. Pilot, 64. Read.
Check 24. Watch 24.
Head up.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Down. Head logo. General West.
Sicko. Check Sicko.
Go.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
58 to Mike. Wild Bill. 58, boys, 58 to Mike. Blues in.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 8, read. Hey, foxtrot.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. 58.
Leo.
58, right there. I'm on. Check 13.
Fight.
They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
On the set.
I got it. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight.
2nd and 13. Harold Landry getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mike, check. 59.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Returning, it's Benjamin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
58, boys. 58 to Mike.
Hey, orbit.
Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 to Mike. Hey, me and you all day.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Back him up.
So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, lock it. Yep.
I got motion. I got motion.
Five.
And that'll set them back 5.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Here I come.
Hey, Haywood.
Let's go.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
Squeeze, double nose. Show it.
6-6. Pull it high.
Slam.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Watch the safety. Go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On first down, this is Geis. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Down. 15, 1, 15. Bravo.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Get in the weight room.
They'll look to throw now on first down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A gain of 32 that time.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Darius Geis. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt. Just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 65 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
3 down. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They'll set up a throw. Forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points there gets them a bit closer, but you can bet there's probably some guys on that sideline, Charles, thinking we deserve a better play.
No doubt, Brandon. Those 2 misses earlier kind of hanging over them right about now. In a tight one like this, if those are makes, then obviously this is a completely different game.
Here we go.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
X3, 218, chop. Get it.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Check 99. Check 99.
Go.
50, Mike 50.
Second and 9 now. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third and a few inches. Oh, and now some space to operate. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 30.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
6-6. Pull it high. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Watch twins. Watch it. Go.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
On the set.
Second and 10.
Check. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Check the backer.
Topper.
Check 59.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Off to Geis on the screen. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third and 16.
Hey, two.
Looking to throw. Complete to Dorsett. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
Pick the edge. Come.
22 jet bomber.
I got it.
Hit it.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Big yardage yardage that time for the Jets. And even 70 yards.
Down at the 1-yard line. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a critical third and goal now in a one-score game.
Yo, 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 go, go!
He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They start on the ground with Geis. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
General West.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready up. X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Charlie. 25, check 25, check 25.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
Check go.
Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Browns send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Now Benjamin. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Hey. Now.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. T.J. Hockenson in the final minute as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
6-6, pull it high.
50-50.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
60 outlaw. Any weapon.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Hit it. Blitz, blitz, blitz.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Topper. Hey, Sam on. Hey, Wahoo. Ready.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Recon, 152 fighter. Get it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only 1 period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Browns drive about to get started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
A gain of 26 yards.
Ready. Quickstone, travel.
No. Under 10.
Now a run with Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now.
Ready, break.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Hey, let's get that home.
Browns 47
Back. General West.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
We got, hey. High 7.
Jim.
Yep. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin, and he's got room. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers.
Protein spill.
Check.
Look at me. Zipper.
On the ground, it's Geis. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl, what do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse, that gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny, but they're in New Orleans. It's the Saints, and they get it done. And in overtime, go on to the Super Bowl. And they won that one. They beat the Colts, correct?
Yep. A couple of the more memorable ones for sure. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Here we go. Set. 10 over.
Check. Check. Hot. Watch out.
6-6. Pull it high. Hey, foxtrot. Hit it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. A huge play there in overtime. 48 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown.
They're going to win it.
And let the celebration begin. In an overtime thriller, they're off to the Super Bowl. Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.